Okay, so sometimes what we want in Macs is to get the pitch from a note input when we press the MIDI keyboard. But what we get will be the pitch when we press the key and when we release the key. So if I can show this real quick, we'll do a note in. We will go to this, pitch and velocity, and we can have a make note, just 127 on the velocity and 250 milliseconds. And make note just needs the pitch to play. Let's send it to a note out. And now you'll hear when I press the key and when I release it. So I have this double note and I just want the one. So what I can do, let's unlock this and insert in between make note and note out another object, strip note. Strip note takes pitch and velocity as input, and it outputs pitch and velocity. We can copy and drag these. But it only outputs pitch and velocity for note ons. So now, when I do this, only the one note. All right? And that's because it looks, and the velocity is acting kind of like a gate. If it is a non-zero number, it passes the velocity and the pitch through strip note. If it's zero, shuts off the gate, nothing passes through strip note. This is not the way we'd most likely use this. We'll probably hook it up to some other kind of automatic generator, and I'll show you an example of that. But one thing to remember before we get too far, the most often encountered mistake while using strip note is that we forget to hook up velocity to strip note. So we have pitch going in, but no velocity, and now nothing's going to pass through because there's no on velocity to open up the gate inside strip note and let those things go through. So always keep in mind that we want that to go through. Now, what can we do with this? Let's hook this up. Let's make a repeating node patch, kind of like we've done before, just a simple thing. We can hook up a number box to make note and to note out. We can have a metro. Metro is going to output bang, so we can see the button, use the button to see them. I wanted things up, and we need a toggle to start. And type in something, turn on the toggle. And so it would be useful to get our pitch information from the keyboard. So let's just copy this whole thing. And here's the pitch of note ons coming in. And let's slow this down so you can hear something a little bit better. So the pitch coming in is working, but whenever I play pitch, it's immediately going through the number box to make note, and I'm hearing it, and that's not in the rhythm of my metro. So one more refinement we can make to this patch would be, instead of coming straight out of the pitch, and I don't really need velocity here, so let's just simplify this. Move it up. Is I need to use the message set. And the message set will send data to an object. It will update the internal contents of the object, but it won't trigger the operation to send it out. So we use an actual, instead of an object with the sharp corners, we're going to use a message, which is another type of object. But message has soft corners, and we'll type in the word set, and then $1. And $1 is a variable. In message objects, it means to take the first item in the list and replace the $1 with the first item in a list. We're only sending it one thing at a time, but message thinks everything coming to it is a list. So technically, this is a list of one item. Then it sends those contents to the number box, but it doesn't send them through. It just updates the number box. We can also see, let's hook up a print, and we see what happened every time we're pressing a key. So let's start. And you can see the messages going through, set and the pitch number, but you're not hearing them until the bang comes onto the number box, so I'm not getting a different rhythm. No matter when I press the key. The number box holds onto it because of the set message, and then when the bang comes, it outputs its current contents to make note, and I hear the pitch and rhythm. So that's a little handy combination. Combine strip note with set message, and so I can do a repeating note in rhythm without getting stray notes from whenever I hit the keyboard. All right, that's it for today.